Hi guys, welcome along to the Totally Magic channel and another card trick. I think you're going to like this one. I know what you're thinking, you always say that, but trust me, this is going to be great. You need a deck of cards. Now, although I've shuffled these, it doesn't really matter even if these are in new deck order, because it's not one of those sort of tricks. But the cards are shuffled. In fact, let me just show you that they are just a regular deck. In fact, we've got 54 cards there because we don't want that one, and we don't want this either. We don't want the two jokers because we only need the 52 cards from the deck. So we'll get rid of these. Now you're probably wondering what this little stand next to me is and this red card. Well, a couple of things. First of all, let's talk about the card. This is a premonition that I had. I'm going to put that on the table, but I want you to remember that I've put that on the table before we've done anything whatsoever. But let's look at this. This is something I picked up recently at a church fete. They were selling off some of their items from the church. And some of you that attend church will recognise this because as you walk in to the service, they normally have these numbers on here where it tells you what page the hymn is or the service and the chapter in the book, and it just displays various numbers, so it could be page 135. And I thought this would be a very good item to buy and use in a trick because we need some numbers. Don't need the stand, but we do need some random numbers from you. I want you to pick a random number, but the problem is whenever you ask someone for a random number, it's never truly random because subconsciously we tend to give a number that we already know, like our age or our house number. I want it to be totally random that neither me or you or anyone here today could possibly know in advance. Now, these little tablets have numbers on them. What I'd like you to do is to shuffle these up, turn them over, shuffle them. They got numbers on both sides, and I want you to generate a random number. Now, the spectator will take these and give them a shuffle. Now you can even turn around so you can't see what they're doing. So they shuffle these up and mix them all around like this. You ask them to hold them tightly in their hand. You ask them to put the tablets down. Now they can either put them this way or this way, it's their choice. And they put these down. We're going to take a look at the random number you've arrived at. If we just place all of these out on the table, you've got a 2 and a 5, that gives us 7. We got a 3, that gives us 10. We have a 4, which gives us 14, and the last one is a 6, which gives us 20. Now please be aware that you could have mixed these up in any order. You could have even turned them over. For example, if we'd turned over this one, you would have had the number 10. So we would have had a totally different number, and that goes the same for any of these tablets that you could have had, and we could have arrived at a much higher number or a lower number. But the number we've arrived at is 20. The cards, I want you to pick them up and deal them face up, counting out aloud and as quick as you can, and then stop when you get to 19. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There is the 20th card. Can you just put it to one side? And I'll take the rest of the cards from you. Now remember, you could have had any number from the pack. The cards were shuffled at the start. Yeah, and you could have had any of these. You arrived at this card at the 20th position. It's any card. at any number. Remember my premonition. You see, my premonition was not a particularly great card. It was a 9 of spades. The card at the 20th position chosen by you just happens to be the 9 of spades. I hope you enjoyed that performance. As you may have realised, the last couple of videos we've done, we've separated out the performance and the tutorial into 2 separate videos. Now, I know it's not going to please everyone, but I got a lot of comments from people saying we would prefer it if you split them and had the performance as a separate one so that we can share it on our social media without our friends seeing the secret to it. Okay, so we are doing a bit of a trial and error here. I know it's not going to please everyone. You can't please every viewer. I know some of you like to watch the whole thing, the performance followed by the tutorial. Some of you only like to see the performance. A lot of you in your comments say you never watch the tutorial because you don't want to know how the secret to the trick works. You just like to watch the effect. Others jump straight in, don't even watch a performance. They just jump halfway through the video and watch the end of the video just to see how a trick works. So we've decided to do a few of the videos. We're not going to always do this, but we just thought we'd trial it and get some feedback from you. Leave your comments below. You may hate it, you may like the way we do this, but the tutorial for this effect is going to be uploaded in 2 or 3 days time, so it is worth you hitting subscribe and clicking that little bell icon, because that's your notification that every time we upload a video you get notified about it. So if you want to catch the tutorial on the next video, then you might want to do that right now. Well, I hope you did enjoy the performance, and I hope you do come back to learn the secret method to how it was performed. You may even want to have a guess yourself. I know some of you, like me, like to deconstruct the trick and see if you can work out how it's done, and leave it in the comments below if you think you've worked out how it is achieved. Anyway, till next time, have yourselves a great day.